Love readings. Just let me get sorted on my laptop as well, so I can get rid of any nasties that come in. So we're going to be starting off with Libra, going all the way through to Pisces. Do, 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 do. I took a break so that I could go and shower and put laundry out. Oh my goodness, it's such good laundry weather today. Really, really good laundry weather today. The best. So let's get this fastened in. A little bit of Spanish carver, you know, in honour of my holiday to Barcelona. Okay, so we're continuing with the Surrealist Tarot deck. It's based off of Salvador Dali. That's who's in the thumbnail. I had an amazing trip to Barcelona a few weeks ago in May half term, and I'm just living for it. Went to see the Dali Triangle, and like these surrealist tarot cards are based off of his work. So that's his home in Port Ligat. So yeah. After the heat wave here as well, I'm in full summer mood. Oh, let's get the Libra card. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. How is Libra feeling in these final days of June and beginning days of July 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Libra's feeling, please. The Queen of Swords, so air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's upright, so she's playing ball, but she's not wanting any messing around. 6 of Pentacles reversed, something's been unfair, unequal. Page of Wands onto something new. 5 of Pentacles, because this has left you in a state of lack, okay? So you're very much open to new experiences in love, because what you've been dealing with is not serving. Right, next we've got the Page of Cups. I don't know if you're going to apologise or express some kind of emotion to the person that you were dealing with or are dealing with. Maybe you've been a bit harsh and you still care about the person. These have sort of come out in the challenge position and sort of upright. So let's have a look at them. Reading from the back, we've got the High Priestess reversed. So blocked intuition, feeling stuck like there's no way out, arguments, disagreements, and just wanting stability, craving stability. The 1111 card, wish fulfillment, 4 of Wands. You know, 4 is the most stable number in the tarot deck. Looking for, you know, rock solid commitment, no drama, nothing that's going to upset the apple cart, you know, just stability, just freewheeling. You know, the 4 of Wands is like moving in together and everyone knows that you're together, changing your statuses. Everyone knows that you belong to one another, getting married, you know, declaring to everyone in the town, like, this is us, we're here. That's what you want. You don't want anything that has to be covert, secret, dysfunctional. Right, let's get 3 for the one that's showing up for you. It's so lovely and like windy and cool. It's really nice today. Back down to the mid to late 20s, you know, like what's more comfortable. What we're used to in the UK. 9 of Pentacles reverse. So this person either doesn't want to be single or they actually don't have enough to pay their own way. Okay, situation's critical for them financially. So they wouldn't be able to contribute to this in a way that's fair. And Libra's like balance. The 6 of Swords upright with the Sun reversed. So this person's accepting their fate. They're accepting emotional closure, transition. You know, this is a person getting into a boat sailing towards the sunset. You know, they're calling time on this situation because they know that they can't sustain it. It's not because they want it to be over, they can't sustain it. It's getting them down a little bit. The Sun card is the major arcana for Leo. You can see that there's a swan here, and Dali and Gala, you know, they have swans all over their home. Swans are very loyal, you know, they're peaceful, they stick together. So this person feels like they have the opposite of that, you know, like they want that happiness, that happily ever after, and it is getting them down a bit, the fact that they can't kind of get there. Okay, now we've got the Eternal Juggler and the Death cards. We've got the Major for Scorpio. It's another card of emotional transition. Letting go of one chapter and walking into a new one. Okay, we're walking through the gates. We're leaving, you know, emotionally leaving the past behind. Now the 2 of Pentacles is juggling 2 priorities. You know, trying to keep all the plates spinning and not being able to when it's reversed. I think this person is managing to place things as they need to and tie up loose ends and put this to bed, because there's nothing too complex. It's just, you know, like, it can't become like an equal dynamic between the 2 of you, and that's just a fact kind of thing. Hi, Girlian. Or Girlian. Girlian. Sometimes people make up, you know, like the usernames or mash like half of their name with something else, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying hi to. Tell me how to pronounce it, please. Right, so in the outcome, we've got the Chariot upright. So there's major determination. It's girly, okay. Where does that name originate from? I'm curious. The Chariot's the major arcana for Cancer. It's all about being determined, going for what you want. It's actively travelling towards a major goal or aim, you know, with the intention of being successful. It's the Emperor that jumps into the Chariot, and he has a lot to achieve. Okay, so that's upright. Okay, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands in upright position is fast action, progress, fast communication. We've also got that with the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles upright is victory, success, recognition. I'm just going to report that person because how disgusting to write stuff like that. It looks like a child that's hijacked their mum's account or something. If not, then pity the fool that says stuff like that as an adult. You need professional help, mate. They do seem like a child because the fact they said bro. Like, I teach 14-year-olds, right? So you seem like a 14-year-old that's using your mum's account or something. I'm sure she won't be happy. What a weirdo. Low vibrational weirdo. Okay, so I think I've picked up a card that, or if I knocked it on the floor while I was sorting out the Egypt. Let's have a look. How sad that on a beautiful day like this, someone sat inside, like, spreading nasty shit to people they don't know. A very unhappy soul. Maybe I've gathered them up into these cards. Hang on. It was the Eight of Pentacles. There it is. The Eight of Pentacles is growth and expansion. Now, I reshuffled because I was distracted by the weirdo. So, let's have a look and see what came out. The Moon reverse, this one's overcome with fear, however they are in a planning phase. We've got the Ten of Cups, which is the intention to have happily ever after. The Empress, knowing your worth. The Devil card reversed, being released from either a Capricorn or attachment to someone. And the Judgment, like, I'm coming into alignment with my, you know, where I'm supposed to actually be, who I'm supposed to actually be with. So you're just doing you, Libra. You're just finding where you're supposed to be. Listening to your heart, listening to your gut. And you're just being truthful and honest. I find, like, Librans, because you're the scales of justice, you just want what's fair. And that doesn't mean being harsh with people. Like, you're actually, like, probably really understanding. But perhaps you've just given something way too much time, too much, you know. What's the word? Like, when you sort of give someone a pass and you give them, like, the grace period is, like, way too long, you know, and it's like, Maybe this just actually isn't like going to grow. Well, they're being blocked and hidden, so they can't get any attention now, and I've reported them for bullying as well. So they'll probably get a strike if they have got a channel. I doubt they have though, if they got this much time to say stupid shit to people. Let's leave that because I get distracted. Right, let's get a message from this person to Libra. I feel betrayed by what you did. That's been coming out a lot, you know. I don't know if it's to do with the planets or what, but there's a lot of cards of people reviewing situations that they're in. And that's people that are continuing with connection they're no longer interested in, whether they're the third party or the person that needs to make an exit plan and build up the courage to leave a situation that's, you know, crazy committed, crazy long term. It seems to be like a lot of the readings are about that. So I don't know if the planets are colliding or there's something special going on this time of year. But a lot of it is sort of urging to pull back, get perspective on the situation by stepping out of it, step completely out of it. You know, if you're the person that is like the other option for someone, and stay in alignment with what you want for yourself, leave them to it, let them sort their head out, make a final decision. Sometimes people go back to, you know, their current situation and then they just think, what am I doing? Like, I'm going backwards in life. Like, I'm sleeping on life, you know. So it's not always like giving up on something to pull away from it, but it's not playing a game either. It's just literally surrendering something to the universe and saying, I just want them to figure out what they actually want, whether that's with me or someone else. Like, I just want them to be happy. I feel like in this situation, the person hasn't got the capacity to give you what you need, and you're looking for something really quite like committed, stable. You're looking for the Four of Wands, you know, you're looking for rock solid commitment, something that's public, open, transparent, honest, exclusive. Time's up, do you know what I mean? Like, if they haven't got it, they haven't got it. It's sometimes it's nice to like have a distraction or have someone new that's a crush or someone that's crazy about you or the sex is really good, but that burns itself out after a while. And it's not that the sex is no longer good, but time's passing, time's moving on, so you kind of have to reassess occasionally and be like, am I still okay with things being just like this? Am I still okay with that? It doesn't mean that you regret it or anything like that. I do feel like most Librans are just like, they're just really happy if someone's just coming to the situation with the same energy, the same practical situation. And yeah, you just want equality. What is it that this person likes or loves about my Librans? I feel like I've known you all my life, yet you're so mysterious. So you're really good at making this person feel really comfortable. I mean, your other major arcana is the Empress, shared with Taurus. So you are ruled by Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. I think keep a really nice home. I think you make people feel really safe, really comfortable. They're welcome, you know, in your home. Like, you don't invite anybody to it, but it is like a haven. It's like a sacred space, and you're a really good listener. So You could be a light worker, but basically, yeah, look at this. I find your inner wisdom really attractive. So this person not only feels like you're really grounded and practical, but they feel like you're very spiritual, psychic, you're connected to the 5D, you are philosophical. Librans are very artistic as well as being social butterflies. And I do feel like you're quite spiritual. I think you're very philosophical about life. You've probably been through a lot. A lot of people who are represented by the Empress have been through it and they've come back from it and they're quite used to doing that. You know, so it's quite inspirational to others. That's often what a light worker does. They inspire other people from their own previous experiences. You kind of like are the light at the end of the tunnel, and you tend to trigger like healing in people. Doesn't mean you're going to get happily ever after with that person, but you've made them see the light with your own bravery, with your own life experience. I don't know, something's made me go off in a tangent there, intuitively, so let's get another message from them to you. I'm avoiding our connection, and that fell in the challenge position. This person's avoiding the connection, like they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They're not really fighting for it. They're accepting defeat. They've got a bit of a victim mentality. They feel betrayed by what you did. What could you have possibly done? Librans are very fair, or they mostly act in a fair way. And you are the Queen of Swords upright. You're just looking for justice. You're not looking to take advantage of anyone or manipulate anyone. Well, that's their mindset. So they might have a victim mindset and everything's, you know, setting out to get them. Sweet then sour, fake nice, mean undercurrent, manipulative. I'm sure you got that last time in your last Libra reading. If they find your inner wisdom really attractive and yet they're avoiding you at the moment, then they don't want to face their own demons, and you have got the devil reversed here. So there's something unhealthy about this person's behaviours. There's something unhealthy about it. Let's have a dig. What's the messy truth? Oh, we've done the messy truth. So they're off and on, hot and cold with you. Complicated, lots of twists and turns, knotty situation, precarious. Swept away, caught up in the romance or clearing out emotions. Someone uses this connection as a distraction from their actual problems, their traumas. Getting played, manipulation, lies, control. Okay, so they deal with you when they want to, how they want to. They're being very controlling because they're not comfortable with the parameters of being open and honest all the time. It means they've got to face their demons. Look, hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. So they come across really opposite to how they actually feel about you. They're really off and on with you. It's giving childhood trauma, to be honest, or some sort of early adult trauma. Let's have a look at a twin flame card, because it feels like this is a runner. I miss you, but I don't have time right now. Okay, so they're preoccupied with some sort of essential, like critical event or critical transition or responsibility that they've got, some legality that's hanging over them. Or, you know, like sometimes people are a bit manic and like if they've got trauma, they'll have a really, like a month where they're really good and then a month where they spiral and just go really low and depressed. Like they could have quite a manic personality if they've been through trauma. You've come further than you think. So that's the unspoken truth. I feel like this person is going through some sort of deep healing, you know. It feels like heavier than the other readings. Like they've got some sort of like sadness. Because they're just kind of accepting defeat and like feeling sorry for themselves. Explore, maps show what has already been discovered, so go another way. Maybe just, you know what I mean? Like maybe just have a break from this person and just say like, you might be the person that's creating your own stability and you might need a breather from all the drama. Even though they didn't mean to bring you drama, I think they are bringing it. I think they're bringing a lot of sadness and pity, self-pity. Lady of the Sea, embrace gratitude as the key to abundance and joy in your life. You know, be happy-go-lucky, appreciate, live life to the fullest. My friend's a Libra and I rarely know her to be down in the dumps. She's always planning stuff. She's always going places, seeing people, doing things. You know, she knows how to relax at home. She's really self-sufficient and independent. And I don't mean that in that she doesn't see anyone. She does, but she's just a go-getter. And like I think relationships like are very limiting for her. Monster Cave, choose love over fear in every moment, knowing that love is the highest vibration of all. You can have love for someone from afar, you know, you can protect your own energy and hope that spirit can pour light over this person that's like a bit of a lost soul. I think you've done your bit and you don't have to abandon them, but you don't have to kind of like wait on them to evolve either. Like some people carry trauma for their entire lives. They may be ready to evolve later on in their adult life, or they may not be able to evolve in this lifetime because of what they've been through. So it's just like, it's not really dependent on anything you can do. You've done enough. Like, just ask the angels to, you know, pour light on this person and help them. I feel like that's what you have been doing, to be honest. I feel like you are a very spiritual person, Libra. You're a good person. When will things improve with Libra and the one that they are worried about? Divine timing is at play. It does feel very twin flames, guys. October is going to be an important month. Isn't that... When's Libra's birthday? That's October, isn't it? You've also got some changes happening within a month. Okay, so I do feel like there's stuff going on and you're not privy to all of it. It's stuff going on this person's own personal development and external circumstances, but a lot of it is dependent on their healing and their own time frames that they're comfortable with. So yeah, just live your own life to the fullest, guys, and stay independent of this situation for the next few years. I know that sounds crazy, but if it's twin flames, there's no easy solution. Right, I'm going to tidy up these cards. If you want a personal reading and you want to know that it's messages directly from your person to you, you're totally welcome to book a private reading. It tends to be a 2-day turnaround time whilst I'm working. In a few weeks, I'll be able to do same day because we'll break up for the summer. I'm a high school teacher, you see. Memberships are available. They're $5.99 a month. They're via YouTube. Members are getting a monthly finance reading, a monthly health reading with the Native American Indian medicine wheel, and how to read tarot series, so you get a new instalment each month. I know finances change all of the time, so there's no pressure ever for anything, but if you want to help out the channel, keep it going and keep me going mentally, emotionally, spiritually, drop me a comment, interact with the videos. It really helps. Give me a like, it really helps to get me into the algorithm. If you feel called to donate so I can keep buying more decks and mixing it up, that's welcome. It's always welcome. I'm kind of tarot and oracle deck addicted. I'm things addicted, but they're only a couple of pounds off Temu, but it's like, I'm not employed by the school this year, so I will be struggling for money over the summer. So yeah, like last year I was employed by the school and they paid me, you know, like a salary over the summer, and this year I'm still under haze, like get paid weekly. So the holidays that I've accrued are like a week and I've got 6 weeks to survive through. So, you know, it's just true that money comes and goes. Like I'm fine term time, got plenty of money term time, but gets a bit trickier this time of year. I mean, I don't travel as much, so I haven't got as much petrol money going out. Have like a 1 hour commute, you know what I mean? Like there and back is an hour. And if it's really, really busy because everyone's travelling into Wales and I'm, you know, trying to leave Cheshire way and get back towards Wales, I get stuck like for like a half an hour extra or an hour extra sometimes, like because people are like, oh, going for a long weekend, I'll do it during everyone's leaving work time on a Friday, so it's like annoying. Think about people like me when you're going for your long weekends. Right, so we are moving on to Scorpio. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Scorpio's highest good. How is Scorpio feeling in these final days of June and beginning days of July with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting? 3 cards for how Scorpio's feeling, please. We've got the King of Cups upright and the Lovers reversed. you're feeling a bit philosophical and a bit, I think you're generous of heart. The heart chakra's wide open. I think you understand that not everyone's gonna fall in love, or that people do fall out of love, and some things don't last forever. That's what I'm getting from the Lovers reversed. It's the major arcana for Gemini. When the Lovers is upright, it's the twins. It's two people who are match made in heaven. They agreed to a soul contract in the 5D, and they will carry it out in the 3D with the relationship, you know, and they're perfectly matched for one another. It should last forever, right? But when it's reversed, it's unrequited. So you may feel like your feelings have not been returned. Someone's not returning your affections. But it's okay, you know, like you're healing from it. You understand that's how life is. You're taking it in your stride. The Chariot, okay, major for Cancer. The Chariot is having a major goal or aim and going for it. So you're not giving up. You've got things that you want in life, and this hasn't put you off, okay? Not by a long shot. You know, maybe you're getting back out there and getting on the saddle again, and you know, I just feel like you're philosophical about it. I think you just understand that people fall out of love, or people don't love you back, and that's just how it is. You know, like we don't get to kind of hate people for that. Knight of Pentacles. You are looking to date someone with a view to commitment. Okay, you would like to be boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, something exclusive with someone, and build a future. So you do want a relationship, and you're gonna, you know, stay like dating. It's not put you off. It's a nice way to be. It's a good attitude. You're very self-confident, self-assured. You know, not arrogant, not cocky, just like secure. Just haven't found the one yet. Okay, it doesn't mean we're going to stop looking. We're not going to give up. We're not going to hold our head in our hands or anything dramatic like this. Eight of Wands, fast action, progress, fast communication. This is coming from another person. Someone's got their eye on you. Nine of Wands upright. So this person is the wounded warrior. They don't give up on things easily. Okay, they're very loyal to whoever they're seeing. They see the best in people. They prefer to make a go of it, okay, rather than like have drama. They like things to be successful. They like to work hard at relationships. Once they like someone, they like them. They fall hard. They're not a flake. In the challenge position, we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is the eternal juggler, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Someone's trying to keep all their plates spinning. They want duality. They want balance. I think they've got love for themselves, but they would like to be in love. And I think they've got that eye on you, and they would like to tell you. They've got that eye on you, Scorpio, and they would like to tell you that, but they're also a very level-headed person. They go after what they want, but they're not going to cry a river if someone's not into it. They'll just shoot their shot, and if it's, you know, not meant to be, it's not meant to be. That's okay. Like, they're not going to get really down about it. Let's get 3 for the outcome. Three of Swords reversed. So this is heartbreak, heartache, but it's recovery from it because it's in the reverse. If it's upright, you know, it's being heartbroken. If it's reversed, it's like, I'm getting over it. Which is what, that's so weird because that's what I've been saying, isn't it? Like, no, it's fine, I'm over it. Like, it's not that deep. Plenty more fish in the sea. Like, I know I'll find someone amazing. The Hermit upright, shadow work, shadow healing, pulling back from a situation to assess, like, what was my part, what was their part, what is it that I'm looking for, to get in alignment with your true path. That tends to happen after a breakup. You tend to get into alignment with who you are, what you want out of life, what you want from a partner. You get refocused. You know, when you get too kind of weakened by another person and a bit codependent on them, you tend to overcompromise and you tend to stay in it because you'd rather be in a relationship and say you got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife than be single. You know, some people find that just appalling, being single. They won't do it, so they'll stay where they are. But this person's absolutely fine. They take the time to heal, take the time to reflect, and they get back on track with what they want from life. I've got time for people like that. That's what I do. I don't just move on to the next one like the next day, because that's just heartless. But I also want to make sure that I'm thinking about what I do want rather than like just repeating what I don't want. That doesn't make me perfect, and I've definitely like succumbed to the devil, dance with the devil a few times. A few too many times. But I tend not to get to... When I fall hard. It takes me a very long time to like grieve the relationship and process the ending, which means I can't really get close. I might have sex with someone new, but I'm not going to get close to them straight away. That's just like, my heart is not available for that. I'm too busy healing, you know. But I don't feel like whatever this was got to that point. I feel like it was early days. You've recognised that, you know, the love's unrequited and it's time to cut your losses and move on. I don't think you're giving up. Page of Swords, Ten of Wands reverse, Temperance. Yeah, like watching and waiting, a little bit curious about what the other person's reaction is going to be. Are they saying anyone new? However, dropping the burdens and managing emotions really, really well with the Temperance card. That's the major for Sagittarius. Sagittarians are very independent. They're go-getters. They live, you know, their best life. They don't need anyone else. In fact, they find it suffocating when someone's like really codependent and they don't like it. Okay, let's get messages from this person. So let's just remind ourselves, this is someone new that's coming in, that likes you, that is like thinking, should I tell Scorpio? So you're becoming single again. You've already got a queue around the block of people that are waiting to date you. You know, like, so maybe that's why you got that positive attitude, because you've heard on the grapevine there's a few people interested. I don't know. I want to make things right between us. I mean, I wouldn't take these messages as gospel, to be honest, because I feel like this is someone new coming in. These messages tend to be like past energy. So I probably really shouldn't have pulled any, but say if it is relevant, this is someone that's already been, you know, like involved with you. That's what they'd say to you, but disregard it if, you know, you feel like there's someone brand new coming in. What is it that this new person's going to like or love about my Scorpios? You're the only one who gets me without me saying anything. So they feel like you're very intuitive. Scorpios are. Still waters run deep. You really care about your connections with loved ones before you care about material things. You care about people. You study people, you observe them, you know them really well. You kind of smile to yourself, you know, like when you see certain behaviours in people, you love them unconditionally, you know. I thought this was just lust, but I was not used to love flowing through me like this. So this person that's new is going to come into your life and they're going to realise, like, wow, Scorpio is like a heart of gold, like they love me just as I am, like Bridget Jones, Mark Darcy vibes, you know, like they love me just as I am, you know, it doesn't matter if I've got flaws, like they just love me. They will just laugh to themselves and then like keep thinking lovely things about me. Like just a really nice benign like connection, really nothing, you know, nasty. No one trying to take advantage of anyone and just loving, you know, the person for who they are, like really, really nice, really wholesome. Again, disregard these if you know, expecting to get with anyone that you've known for a while. Going through an awakening. So there could be someone for some people where these messages are relevant, where you've already been involved with someone, they've seen that you become single and they want to come back in. However, I do strongly feel, really, really strongly feel like this is someone brand new. I do feel like it's someone brand new, so I'm going to turn them over. There's not going to be any messing. You're going to find that it's like a traditional courtship with the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. It's very like open, transparent. This person is not codependent. Like if they feel like they're getting what they need from this relationship, that it's fair, that it's equal, it's healthy, they'll continue with it. If they feel like it's not, they'll discontinue it. So it's a person with healthy attachment. They're very confident and they know what a healthy relationship is. With that in mind, let's just get some love advice for healthy relationships. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be. Accept the closure. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm dead on with this reading? Like, chain. Loyalty is the chain that links you together, be unbreakable. Healing heart. Healing of the heart begins with forgiveness. I do think you're a very forgiving person. I think you know that someone just didn't feel the same and you're okay with that. It doesn't mean you've got some kind of grudge against them. Revival of the relationship brings deeper understanding and love. So we have got some cards to do with closure and some cards to do with renewal. So some of you, it could be a person that you already know coming back in now that you're single. They've heard on the grapevine and they want to get re-involved with you. For some of you, it's a brand new person. Okay. I don't think that someone you've just closed out a cycle with is coming back. It would be someone you've already dealt with previously, okay, prior to the current person. Right, what's left? Advice and timing. Guidance, find safety in your beacon's light. So trust your own gut. You're really in alignment with spirit. You got a really strong connection with your spirit team at the moment, with source. So just trust your gut. Do what you know is the right thing for you. Don't second guess yourself. I think that's already what's happening. Within 3 months, you're going to meet someone new. He's just like going to feel so much love that they're getting from you, and they're going to really appreciate it. They're going to feel the same, okay? So take care, stay exactly as you are, and I will see you in the next one, Scorpio. 3 months from now, July, August, September, nice, so late summer romance, and it's going to be the real deal. That's made me feel a bit giddy, that one. That was nice because it was a different narrative. We've had a lot of the same narrative for the first, like, 6, 7 zodiac signs. And then it's starting to be a bit different for the second half. While I'm putting the cards away, I will just tell you that memberships are available. Members currently get an instalment each month of How to Read Tarot, where I go through the cards methodically, show you what you get in a deck, tell you how I came into tarot, how I learnt tarot, what books I recommend, the spread that I use, all of that, basically teach you how to read tarot. You also get a monthly finance reading where you get a financial forecast, what your boss thinks is your like most positive attribute, positive money affirmations, predictions, and alternative life paths. If you dread Mondays, there's something else out there for you for sure. Okay, so we're going on to Sagittarius. So you also get a Native American Indian medicine wheel reading each month if you are a member. So yeah, membership's $5.99. They're through YouTube. You can click join and cancel, you know, whenever you want. I know money comes and goes, but just to let you know, that's what's on offer. In a few weeks' time, school will be out for summer, so I'll be able to focus on the channel and I can do like same day readings. Okay, at the moment, I say like 2 days turnaround time, but I'll be able to do same day because I'll be off for 6 weeks. Okay, let's see what's in store for Sagittarius. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius' highest good. How is Sagittarius feeling in this final few days of June and beginning days of July 2026 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Sagittarius is feeling, please. We've got the High Priestess. Okay, so you're feeling very intuitive at the moment. This is Piscean energy. It's about the third eye chakra, your gut. What is your gut telling you to do? Are you in alignment with your true path? I think you've got a really good relationship with spirit. I don't know if you started to watch tarot, you've started to pray, you've started to meditate, or you're really listening to your own heart space. You're really taking time to lie on the bed at night without any devices and just really listen to, you know, what you want, think out loud, ask the universe what you want. But you've got a really good relationship with Source right now. Sometimes you just need some quiet moments to just think, what is it that I want? And then ask for it, you know? Without the noise. In the challenge position, we've got the Justice. This is the major arcana for Libra. So I don't know if you're dealing with legal issues at the moment, or you just feel like you can't be arsed with the bullshit. You want a connection that's fair. And that's what you've been, you know, thinking about. Like, I need something that's going to pour into my life, that's going to add to it and make it better, not cause me problems, cause me instability, chaos. Yeah, I need someone to show up, like, and bring, like, normal to the table. In the reverse, we've got the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords reversed is like, I no longer feel like stuck. I no longer feel confused, or like I don't know what the right answer is. I would say that you've had more time to heal your heart, and you're now kind of like having a good dialogue with yourself about, if you think about the chakras, once the heart chakra's healed, then use your throat chakra to express what you want. And then after that, you've got the third eye chakra. So it's like the kind of foresight, the kind of feeling in your stomach that you know something's wrong if you go back to it, or you know something's right if you stay like single or don't date for a while. You're kind of following your heart, but you're also following what's good for you, the correct path. Sometimes you have to block off the heart chakra and you have to think, I know that I'm a sucker for this person. I know that I worry for this person. I know that I have unconditional love for this person, but I'm going to stay away from them anyway because I need to think about what's good for me. I need to get back on track for my own, you know, for my own sanity, for my own state of mind, for my own well-being. I need to get back on track because I just feel like I've really come out of alignment with where I'm supposed to be. So I feel like you've become unstuck. Let's see who's showing up for you then. My sister should cancel swimming, so that takes the pressure off a bit. Oh. Hi, Paradivan. I don't take personal questions in the chat, but I really appreciate you checking. Thank you for that. I'm not offended if you go to another channel to ask questions, but personal readings are available. And to be honest, if you watch your sign or the sign of your person or your moon sign, the collective readings should resonate if you watch them on a regular basis. There's a kind of narrative that's unfolding, that's long term, but I totally understand if you want to go to another channel to look for a question to be answered. I don't do that because I just like to focus on the collective readings, and then I take personal questions as a personal reading. If you want to arrange a personal reading, it's £25. And you can direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. I've put a little sign in the background there. Thanks for asking though, because people just spam me with questions and then I'm like having to say, look, I don't do that. Six of Swords reversed. To be fair, some people probably don't speak English and then they're just trying to translate or whatever. Someone hasn't moved on, okay? So the Six of Swords is a person climbing into a boat and they're sailing towards the horizon. It's closure. It's like, okay, fine, like I'll move on emotionally, leaving the emotional baggage behind. There's a lack of closure. There's unfinished business here as far as this person is concerned. The Ten of Wands reversed. The Ten of Wands upright is being incredibly stoic, okay? It's past being the wounded warrior. It's like I'm some sort of champion, you know, like I've got muscles bulging out of every area. Muscles on muscles. I'm used to carrying the burden. I'm used to carrying the weight. It's someone who's physically and mentally really, really stoic. When it's reversed, it's choosing to end the cycle. It's like, why am I carrying all the burden for this? Like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Two of Pentacles, this is coming up a lot today. The Two of Pentacles is the eternal juggler. So there's different priorities, different responsibilities. We don't know what's going to win. It's trying to keep all the plates in your life spinning, and, you know, this is a bit of a challenge for this person. So I feel like something hasn't worked out and they're not loving it, but they get it, they understand. They also don't want to, like, struggle to fight for it either. Like, they're exhausted, like... I don't think anything was done out of malice. Nothing was done out of malice, okay? But they do understand the burden that it created, and they're tired of it as well, to be honest. They're really, really tired of it. That's what I'm strongly feeling. Okay, in the challenge position, we've got the Seven of Cups. So this person's at a crossroads in their life. They're in a planning phase. They're trying to think about what it is that they do want going forward. I think it's the same for you. We've got the Two of Swords. So Salvador Dali painted snails in his pictures because they are hermaphrodite. So they have both female and male reproductive organs. They don't need anyone else. So this person could be really isolating themselves from love, isolating themselves from connections, seeing it as too much hard work. They're not good at it, and maybe they should just be by themselves, you know, self-contained, that kind of thing. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person's just looking for... stability, you know, as an individual. They would just like to get to a point where they are not reliant on anyone, not depending on anyone, not being a burden to anyone. They're not giving up on life. They would like to get to a point where they're not a crutch for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, no one's an emotional crutch for them, no one's a financial crutch for them. They want to heal, they want to see the light, they want to find their own direction, and I think that's a positive thing, to be honest. I don't know if I pulled an extra card there. I can't remember if they were together or separate, but anyway, it's just continuing what we thought. This person just wants to heal, and they just don't want to be a burden on anyone, but it's not like in a self-deprecating way. Like, they actually just want to thrive, like, so that when they do meet someone, or even if they never meet anyone again and they choose to be solo, they can take care of themselves, like, they can function, they can be non-chaotic. Like, that's what this person wants. Okay, so a message from them to you, Sagittarius. I dream of a future where we're together. So sometimes they're thinking about what it would be like to be together with you, but as like the new and improved version of themselves, like the 2.0 version of themselves. What is it that they like or love about Sagittarius? I can feel all the love you are sending me, and it's electrifying. They know that you have unconditional love for them still, despite everything. It could be that you trauma bonded with this person and they didn't actually evolve because you were kind of fixing everything for them. Does that make sense? I'm in a dark place. Spirit is sending me light. Stop pushing me. I need to make my own choices. I'm undecided about us. I need time to think this through. Don't rush me. Okay, so sometimes they think, I will love to meet Sagittarius, you know, in another life and not be messed up. Like, because it's not that they don't think you deserve, like, happiness with them, but you deserve more than what they gave you. But they're not healed yet. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Okay, this person has goals for themselves in terms of, I just don't want to live in a way that I'm distressed all the time. I don't want to live in a way that I'm spiraling or chaotic, or that I feel like I despise myself, my own actions, you know, like reliant on anyone else. You know, like I don't want to feel that way. I just want to feel like I'm doing my bit, that I rely upon myself, that I can depend on myself to show up, stay level headed, do what's right, you know, be a hero, not just be like someone's patient kind of thing. Like, they don't want like a mother child dynamic, they want to just be independent and healed. And getting child trauma or early adulthood trauma, they do often like think what it would be like to kind of show up and just be really well adjusted. Like, that's something that they would really like to be able to do. They're nowhere near that yet. They're nowhere near that. I don't think this person's even sure how they would get to that point, but that's something that they do want to manage, to just be normal. They're a dysfunctional person. They would like to get to a place where they can function. Let me just reply to my sister. I don't know. Did I accidentally finish the live? I don't know. I don't know if I'm like online or not. I don't think I am. Hang on. crap. Right, I'm starting another stream because I don't think that we stayed connected. Okay, I think I'm back on. Right, where was I up to? Yeah, this person just wants to be normal. What's the messy truth about this connection? Dreaming of you. You never really loved me. Oh my god, that's sad. Truth revealed, illusion shattered, heartbreak, new life begins. You can see them moving on, and you're like, oh my god, how are you so okay, like, moving on? But this person has actually been, they could have been suicidal. They've actually been in a really, really bad place, and that's been a long time that they've been that way. They're really just trying to find themselves. Okay, they're just trying to find themselves. Wake up different, shifted energy, done tolerating silent strength. So Sagittarius, you like, you're not kind of like dwelling on, looking at them and what they're doing anymore and confused about it all. It must be really hard to understand where this person's coming from and what on earth they're doing when they only tell you information that they're comfortable telling you. And you could have had a substantial life together, but they really don't know who they are, and they really want to find that out. Okay. They do think about the future, and sometimes they're picturing it with you. So I hope that helps you. They know that you love them, they know that, but they don't feel like staying in the connection whilst they're trying to find themselves is going to work. Let's look at what else has gone on here. Vicious circle, pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, and no win situation. Yeah, see, something just went round and around and around and around and around like a washing machine cycle, and you might have said, you know what, it's fine, I accept you as you are, but this person don't want to be how they are because it's all coming up to the surface internally, and it's imploded. So instead of slapping a plaster on it, they're actually being brave and taking the bandages off, and they're going to take a good look at what's there, what's not being looked at for a long time. Resilient roots endure the storms, protect your core and grow stronger with each challenge. Prickly defences, barriers caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. You could be someone that likes to fix, that likes to help people. This feels a bit, like you're kind of trauma bonded with this person, and it's very upsetting to think that, it's not like the sort of soulmate relationship that you identified it as. But it doesn't mean that it was a waste of time, or that this person doesn't feel so much love from you. Like, they probably wouldn't be alive if they hadn't have met you. Pregnancy test, unsure results of pregnancy scare, positive or negative. Check yourself. Okay, so somewhere along the line, someone's thought, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm putting everything on the line, I'm taking risks, I'm pushing people away. Like, I need to, like, sort my shit out. I need to find out who I am, why I do this bollocks, and I need to change it. I need to be okay, like, with who I am, like, now, at this point in my life, and stop reliving past traumas. And, they're really trying to work on themselves and develop themselves as an individual on a personal level. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We should all want this person to do that. They don't doubt that you love them. They don't doubt that, like, at all. Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, or acting cold and detached. Yeah, this person, you could feel like they just drop off the face of the planet, or they shut down emotions, and it is really cold. Like, they get ice cold with you and you can't stand it. But you might have got used to it. You might have got used to it and just thought, but at least, like, better the devil and all this. Like, at least I know this person's habits, I know their behaviours, I know their patterns, and, like, I'll just keep going with it. But they don't want to keep going with it. They actually have unresolved issues. They're unhealed. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. That's the unspoken truth. Okay, so it's not 100% done, but they do need to go and find themselves, eat, pray, love, have intense therapy, really try to... If you got back with this person, they wouldn't be the same person. They'd be very, very different, and I don't know whether you'd like it, whether it'd suit. You could be elated, or you could think, this is just like meeting a whole new person. Like, I just don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about this, because you'd be expecting it to be like how it was. What's the advice for Sagittarius, please? Anchor. Keep yourself grounded. You're going to have to stay grounded. Like, you do know who you are. You've always known who you are. Sagittarius of the Archer. You're adventurous, you're confident, you're a go-getter. You know what you want, you go for it. You don't like to be held back by anyone. So, like, enjoy this time to be that way. See it as a positive thing. Sea turtles, navigate life's challenges with patience and grace, trusting that slow and steady progress leads to success. Okay, so you might feel like, well, nothing's changing. How do I know that they're actually healing? Why don't I go and help them? No, Like, let this person do what they need to do for themselves, okay? Like, it's how long is a piece of string. Like, you just need to, like, enjoy this time for yourself. Enjoy the freedom, yeah? See the positive side of it. It's prison break. Okay, let's get a timing for reconciliation with this person, and we'll get one for brand new love. Hi, Myra. So I don't take questions in the chat, but thank you so much for asking. I don't blame you if you go to another channel to have a look for that, if that's what you want, but I do personal readings. The collective reading should resonate by zodiac sign if you tune in regularly. There's kind of a long-term narrative that's playing out, but, you know, no judgment either way. Just thank you for asking, basically. Within a couple of months, so you're going to find that there's a difference here within a couple of months. There's going to be some sort of change, Sagittarius. What about new love? So you're looking at end of August, early September for some sort of significant change. Keep going with the flow of life. So in terms of new love, you may have a bit of healing and a bit of stuff to do yourself that you weren't even aware of. But also, like, just like what I was saying, like, enjoy the freedom. It's prison break time, yeah? You haven't got to be with anyone. You haven't got to answer to anyone. You haven't got to compromise on any shit. You might find that you like it. Okay, when you don't feel like something's happening to you anymore, when you reframe it and you think, shit, I can, like, do whatever I want now. Sometimes you get a taste of, like, freedom and you think, this ain't so bad. This ain't so bad. Like, alright, take care, Sagittarius. That was your reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. Hype me up, drop me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. You can direct message on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Memberships are available. They're $5.99 a month. You get the Native American Indian medicine wheel each month. You get a finance prediction each month with advice, what your boss thinks is your best qualities, alternative, like career paths if you don't feel like you found your true life's purpose, positive money affirmations, and I'm doing a how to read tarot series, so you get an installment of that each month as well. So I'm just kind of methodically going through the cards, what you get in a deck, how I learnt tarot, and all the rest of it. What books I recommend, what decks I recommend, if you're starting out, and how tarot found me. Yeah, so you get all that for $5.99 a month. So I'm one of the cheaper channels, I would say, because I'm smaller. Right, let's go on to Capricorn. The sea goat. Spirit guides, excuse me, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling in these final few days of June and beginning days of July 2026 with regards to when they're thinking about dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Capricorn's feeling, please. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man reversed. That's a very closed-minded, stubborn energy. When it's upright, it's being open-minded. Okay, it's thinking before acting, delaying yourself, stalling yourself so you don't make any hasty decisions. Make sure you're seeing things from other people's point of view. When it's reversed, it's like, screw that. It's my way or the highway. So it's a bit stubborn, a bit closed-minded. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. My goodness, it's coming out non-stop. The 5 of Wands coming out non-stop. The Knight of Wands, I think this is the first time we've seen this today. I get the sense of like frustration, being tempestuous, being conflicted, or clashing with other people, you know, and tempers could be fraying. You could want to be hot and heavy with someone and there's stuff to sort out, actually. The 2 of Pentacles is the eternal juggler. It's like when you're trying to keep all the plates spinning in your life. 5 of Wands could be internal conflict or external conflict with other people. The Knight of Wands is like, you know, I'm just going to do what feels right in the moment, fuck it, you know, like throwing caution to the wind for the night. It's like going with passion, going with sex drive, going with, you know, immediate motivations, and then thinking on later, like, what did I do that for? Or like, oopsie. So I feel like you're a bit kind of like tangled up, frustrated, distressed right now. You're a bit volatile. We've got the Sun card, so maybe you're just going, yeah, screw that, like life's not meant to be, you know, stressful, like I'm just going to follow my own happiness, like whatever makes me happy in the moment, I'm going to do it. Sun card is the major arcana for Leo. Let's see who's showing up for you. Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So there's a family dynamic where everyone is living in the house together happily, very contented, everyone's cup is full. Cups are full of water and water represents emotion. When we turn cups upside down, you know, emotional happiness has been lost. When it's upright, it's abundant. People are contented. But the Two of Swords is like, that's like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I'm just going to retreat. You know, snails were painted by Salvador Dali because snails don't need anyone else. They're hermaphrodite, so they have male and female reproductive organs. They don't need to partner up with anyone. So it's a sense of like, I don't need anyone, I'm going to pull back from this, I'm not going to deal with it. And yet it's to do with a family situation where everyone's happy. So perhaps they're trying to protect what's already in place with that Ten of Cups. They don't want to mess that up. The Knight of Wands is a very frivolous, kind of like tempting vibe. It's very sexual. Happy-go-lucky, you know, with the Sun card, like a bit close-minded. I don't know, Capricorn, if you're dealing with someone that's already taken, that's already got kids, they're established at a home with somebody, and they've done the dirty on their partner and they're trying to kind of bury their head in the sand or something, run away from this. I've got Knight of Cups reversed, the Fool reversed, Page of Swords upright, the Judgment. I think this person, like, they're embarrassed what they did, like, they're ashamed. They know that they did something really, like, they've betrayed their kids as well as their partner. I think they're ashamed, they're worried that someone's going to find out. The Hierophant reverse, they did this against their better judgment. They know better than to do what they did. Okay, they're judging themselves. Let's get 3 for the outcome. We've got the 3 of Cups reversed and the 9 of Wands upright. So someone's the wounded warrior. They have ended a third-party dynamic. Okay? They're not doing it anymore. They don't want a love triangle. They don't want how complicated everything is. They're stressing that someone's going to find out. I don't think you ended it. I think they're pushing you away. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles upright. The Chariot upright. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God, maybe it's not like that. 10 of Pentacles reversed is like divorce vibes. They're undoing, they're withdrawing their money from the joint bank account. The Chariot is a major goal or aim. It's the major arcana for Cancer. They're going after what they want. The Knight of Pentacles is offering stability. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Someone that's, you know, like going to be spending a lot of money, or being over generous or under generous. Now I feel like this person is going to leave where they are. They're doing a 180 or 360, however you want to view it. I'll be interested to see what messages come through from here. So they're ending the third party in that they're not keeping it all at the same time. They're not having their cake and eating it too. It looks like they are actually going to withdraw from the living situation that they're in. Doesn't mean they don't love their children anymore, but they're recognising that they're not in love. If they were, they wouldn't be cheating. Okay, they wouldn't even be looking at anyone else. And it's not fair on anybody to have your cake and eat it too. It's not fair on the person that you're stringing along. It's not fair on the person who thinks they're happily married. It's not fair on your kids, you know. Like, and if anyone found out, it'd just be awful, wouldn't it? It'd be end of days bad. They might never forgive you, so. You got to be honest with yourself, face facts, and have the conversation if it needs to be had. 4 of Cups upright. So the 4 of Cups is being closed off, pulling back from people offering emotion. Let's get a message from them. You left me with unanswered questions. Okay, so this person wants to know, like, do you actually take this connection seriously? Like, if I leave my person, are you going to be there waiting for me? Are you ready to stand up and be counted? What does this person like or love about my Capricorns? You bring out the best in me. I can feel all the love you're sending me. It's electrifying. So they know that you're in love with them. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel valued, seen, sexy. They're feeling all kinds of ways, you know, about this that they haven't felt in a very long time. You know, they could fall in love with you if they're not already. But if they're going to pull out of a safe living situation and, you know, and risk, like, the happiness of their kids, they need to know that they're coming towards someone who's, like, serious about them. So a lot of third-party situations going on. It's not always like this, I promise you. I know what I need to do. Yeah, they're going to make serious moves. They're going to make bold moves towards you and away from their current situation. Okay, what's the messy truth about this connection? I gave you my all. Overgiving drains love on return. So you feel like, you know, like it didn't pay to play with this person. But little do you know what they've got in store, which is an exit plan. And they're hella serious about it as well. I'm not going to force the cards out. If they want to come out, they'll come out, just like that. Vicious circle, pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, a no-win situation. So they've been stuck in some kind of holding pattern with their person where it just goes around and around and around. They want to get off the merry-go-round, okay? They want change. So they are creating it. Capricious, children are involved, or someone's being immature. Playful innocence, embrace a childish spirit where baby steps lead to joy, not seriousness, okay? So the way it says electrifying and you bring out the best of me, it's like you've woken them up. You know, they were sleeping on life. They were just going through the motions. They thought they were done with love. They thought they were done with intimacy. They thought they were done with, you know, really being happy. Doesn't mean that they don't love the kids, but they're just not, you know, they're not enjoying life anymore like the way that they should be. And that rubs off on people, that rubs off on your kids when you feel kind of dejected and isolated and like people don't really understand how you're really feeling and thinking inside. Like, that's not a good place to be. So you need to be honest with yourself if you're the cross-watcher and, like, you know, take the ball by the horns. Take control of your life again. Don't just worry about what's expected of you. Make sure that you're living your life as you want to. Sexual protection. Caution. Okay, so we've gone really spicy. We've gone really, like, sexual. This person feels like a teenager again. You know, like they've not felt like this in many years. They can't stop thinking about this. They know that they want to leave the situation. Okay, so this could have been going on for a long time. And they've finally realised, like, no, like, I don't want to stay where I am. It's not anything I'm confused about anymore. Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, yet sometimes they act cold and detached. Okay, they're probably in love with you. They're probably in love with you, or definitely infatuated. I mean, if they're prepared to put everything on the line, it's clearly like, it's just a no-brainer for them. Like, they're prepared to put everything on the line for this. So, you know, they don't want to go back to how they felt before. Our connection is intense and it scares me. Okay, so they just feel called, like this is what they're supposed to be doing. They're trusting their gut. They feel like they're coming into alignment with someone they're supposed to be with. Okay, that happens. Let's get you some advice then, Capricorn. Looks like this person really does love you. They're certainly crazy about you. There's a lot of chemistry. They're prepared to put it all on the line. They feel like they've been, you know, like actually born. I don't answer questions in lives. Learn it always. I don't answer questions in lives. It's £25 if you want a personal reading, or I won't be offended if you go to another channel to try and get a question answered, but I just have to get through, because this is like on top of the job that I already do. I have to just get through the collective readings, which are free, and then I take personal readings like on top of that, and it's £25. Okay. Rescue, help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. This has been coming up like over and over. This is so weird, but like there's a lot of third party connections, and there's a lot of people feeling like on their last nerve about stuff, and they're like ready to just pack it in because they want clarity, because they've been struggling with something for a long time where it's a relationship in the secret, in the dark. It's forbidden, you know, but it's like emotionally tormenting them. It feels like make or break time for a lot of people that are already set up in a living situation. It's do or die, isn't it? You've got to make a move because you're going to lose someone you actually really like. There's someone that's waking you up from your coma. That card's come out so much, it's like weird. If you're really struggling with, you know, the pressure that this has put on you, you know, then talk about what you're going through. There will be some people that are non-judgmental, and they will actually understand and care just about what happens to you. Yeah, some people are brilliant for just listening. They won't tell you what to do or judge you and be like, oh, that's terrible. They'll just be like, that must be really hard because I can see that you really care about a person. You know, and they'll let you work it out for yourself. Let's get timings. When are things going to improve between Capricorn and the one that they've been seeing, this love triangle? November. Okay, so November is going to be an important month. There's going to be changes. What about new love if they can't? I'm sure they are like going to stick with this person, but things will unfold as they're meant to. Okay, so you're not supposed to have all the answers for everything, but stuff's definitely going to change around November. I strongly get that this person is, they're so ready to leave, they've made the decision. I think they're really, really, really serious about you. It's not like they're still trying to work out what they want at all. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, hype me up, and I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. During the summer, in a few weeks' time, I'll be able to do same-day readings, but I tend to say, give me a day or give me 2 days to get it done because I'm working full-time as a teacher. Memberships are £5.99 a month. If you are just confusing yourself with loads of love readings and you fancy just looking at your own finances, your own health, learning more about tarot, it's £5.99 a month, and you get like a whole bundle of stuff every month. That's through YouTube. When I do personal readings, most people, I'll be honest, want me to do love readings, but some people have asked for a personal reading, like whatever comes up, you know, give me past, present, future, whatever comes up strong. So I'm happy to do that. Happy to do a finance reading, whatever it is that you want. Give me work over the summer, guys, because I'm basically unemployed over the summer. With the agency, I'm not employed by the school this year, so I'm going to struggle. I'm going to really struggle. So I've got the time to do personals. Use me. I pre-record them, I put them on YouTube, and I send you a link. Only people with the link can see it. It's totally confidential, because I know some people worry about that, but it just means like it doesn't use up any space on my phone, and I don't remove it, so you can watch it at your leisure as many times as you want to, whether it's on your phone, an iPad, some other device, the TV. If it's through YouTube, you can watch it like that. Okay, on to Aquarius. Timestamps will be added after the live. I think I ended up with 2 separate lives, so I'll timestamp them accordingly. I've got to upload last week's readings, to be honest. I wouldn't bother if it was just YouTube, but on TikTok, people won't get the readings if I don't split them up and upload them, so I'll have to play catch up this week. I don't do YouTube live because they like censor everything you say, and like you have to sell things through TikTok shop, like sell readings through TikTok shop and all that. They just take over it, so I stay with YouTube. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius' highest good. How is Aquarius feeling in these final few days of June and beginning days of July 2026 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Aquarius is feeling, please. Three of Pentacles. Okay, Aquarius, you want to work together, you want to cooperate. 3 is a number of community, teamwork. Pentacles are increments of time, money and energy coming from all the people involved. And it's upright, so you are like, let's do it, let's work together, let's collaborate, let's make shit happen. Right, we've got the High Priestess upright, so you're really listening to your intuition, and it's not like an Aquarian to do that. Aquarians deal with facts, they deal with knowledge, they plan everything, they make things, you know, work to their advantage, they're poker face, they hold information back until, you know, you're okay with anybody knowing it, no one's going to know it. So that third eye, that gut feeling, you know, I want to get into alignment with where I'm supposed to be, that is strong right now. It's water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy Pisces energy. So it's really not like you to be in that energy, but you are. You've got a work crush, look at you. I don't answer questions in the chat, Samira, but if you watch your sign or cross-watch, you know, like his zodiac sign, I'm sure you get your answer. 10 of Pentacles. What? So, Aquarius, you could be working on an existing connection that's really established, or this could be something that you're aiming for, okay? That you want to collaborate, co-conspire, you know, have teamwork, joint bank accounts, or not even that, but assets where you both pay half. Pentacles is commitment. It's two people coming together, making lasting generational wealth. You could be really focused on, as I say, an existing connection, making that as smooth as possible, enjoying the benefits of that, or you could be wanting that with someone. Right, whoever's showing up for you, they've got the 9 of Cups upright. It was sort of, you can see like on the screen it came out kind of diagonal, but it was mostly upright, okay? So the 9 of Cups, cups hold water, water is emotion. This person's happy, okay? They live a good life. It's very balanced. They have plenty of people around them that enjoy spending time with them, that are good to them. They've got plenty that they want from life, plenty to be happy about. They're really well adjusted on their own. Is Dimitri Greek? It seems like a Greek name. Hi Dan, I don't answer questions in the chat, but you can watch your sign or the sign of your person. I'm currently like partway through the Aquarius reading, but I'll put timestamps like as soon as I finish the live. Or you guys can get personal readings from me. You know, like you can get in touch with me and we'll arrange it. The 4 of Pentacles reversed. 4 of Pentacles upright is the miser. It's being kind of like mean with time, money and energy. When it's reversed, it's coming out of that vibe. So although this person is quite sufficient in terms of happiness, they have a very full life. They are willing to offer some time, money or energy to this. Is someone who's single, so maybe that 10 of Pentacles is something you've decided you would like with this person. Or you're already in a really established situation. 6 of Cups reversed, so they feel like they've lost a soulmate here. They feel like once again they're having to like just do life solo, you know, and they're okay with it. The 6 of Cups, when it's upright, is a soulmate energy, like happy times, happy memories being built up over many years. You know, feeling like you've known someone a lifetime, even if you've just met them. Or literally having known someone a lifetime and thinking about all the good times. That's reversed, so I think this person feels like maybe this isn't the one when it comes to you. They're definitely in a very single energy, like single or solo, like screw love kind of thing, like I'm enough by myself. I've got plenty of good stuff going on. Oh, let me plug my charger in. We've got the devil reverse. If someone's not codependent, they're not completely attached, you know, or they don't need the situation, whether it's you or them. It's the major arcana for Capricorn. But it's like when you're dependent on something, like you won't be happy without it. This person will be happy without it. Okay, they recognise that. They're capable of being happy without it, whether it's love in general or a connection with you. It's a bit unnerving because it seems like they're emotionally detaching, but actually they're not being as miserly. Like, they're kind of open to spending some time together, but I think they kind of removed themselves to a certain degree and thought, I'll be fine, whatever. It kind of shows that they're a bit pessimistic about where this can go. Meanwhile, you're kind of feeling like you've come into alignment, you want to collaborate, you can see yourself having the Ten of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. Someone's prepared to keep on fighting the good fight, keep going with something. The King of Wands, taking leadership, type A personality, whether it's a man or a woman, wanting to get control, get a handle on things, make things go their way, create goals and go for them. Not someone who's going to give up, someone who's determined, courageous, ambitious. I don't know if it's you that's breaking free from the devil or them, but it's a nice outcome. Persevering with something with the Nine of Wands, King of Wands, taking control, being confident, being assertive, going after what you want. We're not going to make anyone be with us, but we're certainly going to let them know of our intentions and give it our best shot, right? So you're either going towards someone who's confident and they've been through a lot in their life and they always bounce back, or that's how you're now showing up. Let's get a message from them. I feel like you never truly listened to me. You hurt me more than you realise. Yeah, so they have, like, they've pulled back and they're just filling up their own cup now. And it's not like they're short of people that want to spend time with them either, whether that's friends, family, you know, hobbies, work. They're not short of people wanting their time. So be careful, Aquarius. Be really, really careful. Because this person genuinely learnt to be solo. Like, they're not shut off from their feelings. They just know that there's plenty of people that can fill their cup. What's this person like or love about Aquarius? I wrote you a letter on paper, but I'm too afraid to show it to you. They think all kinds of things and they don't tell it to you, okay? Because they just feel like it's not something that you're interested in hearing, that it might have been off-putting for you. Okay, so that they kind of like have emotionally withdrawn because they feel like you'll get the ick, or, you know, it wasn't something that you would have welcomed or been happy about if they had, you know, professed their love for you or like their loyalty for you. Like, that's why they temper everything that they say before they say it. They filter everything they say before they say it, and They don't have to do that with other people. Like, they feel emotionally like they can just be honest with other people and it's well received. I'm sorry for lying to you, okay? So they could have made you feel like you're not all that at times. But it's because they felt rejected, okay? They feel like it's unsafe. Like, if they step out onto a platform, the platform's going to, move and they're going to miss it. That's what they feel like. Putting themselves on the line is just a bad idea when it comes to this connection. What's the messy truth? You lost me. Final straw, self-respect, power move. Unpredictable. I never know what they'll do. Unreliable. Live wire. Yeah, so you might feel this way about them. They might feel this way about you. But unpredictable doesn't work out for the Ten of Pentacles, does it? Wishful thinking, having lofty ideals leads to a letdown. Be realistic. Okay, so maybe they've decided to be realistic. Maybe they've decided to just go with the flow of life. Make sure that lots of things make them happy, not just you. They do, because they do look like, like with what they've said, like, you hurt me more than you realise. You never truly listened to me. So they feel like, trash throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. They feel like, like you could have lived without them quite easily. Like, it was very surface level for you. Little do they know that you've got all these feelings and hopes, wants, wishes, that things are different now. Maybe things were like that and they've changed, but this person doesn't know. And you're kind of both in a state of not saying too much to one another because it's scary. Thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. Oh. What's the unspoken truth? Sometimes the answer isn't yes or no, it's wait. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. Okay, so I don't know, like, is there potential here for a real strong Ten of Pentacles, or is it an illusion? That's what they want to know, that's what you want to know. The only way to find out is by showing up, by having a good, honest conversation about it and being emotionally vulnerable with one another, spending time together, trying dating, trying meeting some people from one another's lives. You got to go legit, that's the only way to find out. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, let's get you some relationship advice and then we'll get you some overall advice. Guardian, guard each other's hearts as precious treasures. Healing heart, healing of the heart begins with forgiveness. Chain, loyalty is the chain that links you together, unbreakable. Together, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. You need to spend some time together and remember why you were attracted to each other in the first place. Okay. Instead of every conversation being really intense, because you're going to lose the magic. Breathe, break from beneath the water's surface and soar up beyond the turquoise sea. Right, so calm down, have a think about it. emerge. Don't stay submerged in your feelings. You know, stressing, like, come up to the surface and talk about it. I think that's what that means. Okay. Anchor yourself in strength and resilience, finding stability amidst life's ever-changing tides. Yeah, keep yourself grounded, don't lose it by overly stressing. Jellyfish, embrace adaptability and go with the flow, allowing life's currents to guide you effortlessly. Well, I feel like that's what you've been doing with the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. You know, you're coming into alignment, you're just going with what you intuitively feel is right for your soul. You're going to have to open up, spend a bit of time together and get back to how things were, because it seems like things have been knocked off track. But there's a lot of determination here and a lot of desire to have something stable, so that's definitely evolved. Right, let's get a timing. I'm going to grab my dinner and put it next to me, and then I'll get Pisces done. I'm not going to leave Pisces out in the cold. When you're truly ready for it, winter time. So Aquarius, sometime in winter, you're going to find some sort of like better footing with this person, and your relationship's going to get a bit of a proper chance. Okay. Right, I am going to grab my dinner because I'll get told off if I don't, but I'll be straight back. Okay, so Aquarius, that was your reading. Winter time seems to be important for you. Okay, so while I put the cards away, personal readings are available. They're £25. In a few weeks I'll break up from school for the summer, so I won't be teaching over the summer. I'll have 6 weeks to do a lot of personal readings, so if you're interested, I'll be able to do same day. You can direct message on TikTok or direct message on Instagram, or you can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Some people like a personal reading, whether it's for love or just to see what's coming up for them, like a general past, present, future. It can be really exciting to get messages that are from your person to you rather than a collective reading, but it's not, I wouldn't do that all the time. It's not affordable, is it? But I get them about 4 or 5 times a year. You've got to let a little bit of life happen, haven't you? Otherwise nothing will have really changed. Memberships are available. So my members currently get a monthly finance reading, a monthly health reading, and they get a How to Read Tarot series instalment as well. So it's not that much a month. I know money comes and goes, so at the very least, give me a like, drop me a comment, and help my videos get into the algorithm. If you like my vibe, let me know. Support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I am going to do Pisces. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Hi, the dragon. Okay, I'm very proud of myself. I managed to do all the signs today. Hi, Anon-Law. One more shuffle, and we'll see what's coming in for my Pisces. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in these final days of June and beginning days of July 2026 with regards to the one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Pisces is feeling, please. The Devil reversed, the 2 of Wands upright, the Queen of Cups upright, the Justice reversed, the 5 of Cups. Pisces, what is going on here? You're trying to heal from something. Something was really unfair, unjust. You're grieving, absolutely devastated. But you are free from the devil, so it could have involved a Capricorn, or you could just have got released from a toxic situation, really, really toxic. Controlling person, narcissistic person. I think you're in a planning phase, so you're thinking, what am I doing? What do I want to do next? What do I want to do myself now? The Hierophant, okay? See, the Hierophant is the major for Taurus. It's all about no longer being the student, but now being the teacher. And this comes from life experience. So you definitely experience, like, you've had your dose of something not good here. And I mean, like, karmic or narcissistic or, yeah, really nasty situation. 5 of Wands could be internal conflict or conflict with others externally. Drama. Let's see who's showing up for you. We've got the Nine of Wands upright. So someone who is the wounded warrior. Things have been challenging for a while, but they wish to persevere. The Ace of Wands reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. So there's a lack of a rebirth, and this person's getting over that. They're accepting it, they're healing, they're moving forwards. I don't know if this is your ex or it's the person that caused you to feel all this kind of way, or if this is someone else that's also experiencing an ending. Their timeline is a little bit behind yours, if it is someone, separate to you. Two of Swords with the Four of Cups reversed. That's weird, because that's becoming open to offers of emotion, but it's still considering, like, actually just being by yourself for a while. So I feel like this person is a bit of a lost soul at the moment. Snails are hermaphrodite. They don't need another mate. They reproduce asexually. They have both male and female organs. So that's why Dali painted them in his, scenes, because it's about isolation and, choosing self-isolation, choosing not to be in a conventional relationship with anyone. 10 of Pentacles upright in the outcome. What on earth? What on earth? That's coming together with another person to create lasting generational wealth. 5 Pentacles from you, 5 Pentacles from them. The Sun card reversed, being a bit burdened about it. Why? That's the major for Leo. We've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So there's some kind of bad habit or cycle that needs to be broken here. There's some kind of bad habit or cycle that needs to be broken, because the Wheel of Fortune should be upright. When it's reversed, we're receiving karma. So either someone's going to cross all of your boundaries until you say no more and you end the relationship or marriage with them, or you're going to have to go like full no contact and like stop them from doing hoovering, which is where they get people they know to get in touch with you on their behalf. Or you're going to have to like break your own toxic cycles where, you project shit onto people. So Pisces, like, stay away from this person. Okay, draw a line. If this is the ex, you need to stay the hell away from them, because they're not good for you. You're gonna get bad luck if you continue this. Sorry, that sounds a bit dramatic, but it seems like this person's a karmic lesson. And there's only one thing to do with karmic lessons, and that is get rid and delete, block, delete from database, block and freeze out anyone that's attached to them, because they're not going to let go of you, and they're parasitic. Okay, so it's someone that, when I say karmic, it's someone that wants your money, someone that's constantly on the phone to you, someone that love bombs you, but then they've got another side where they demand money from you. They tell you you're selfish, I need this, I need that. And then you'll find out things from other people, like that they've been, breaking the law behind your back. They've been seeing other people behind your back. You'll be like open-mouthed. You'll be like agog at like what you find out about this person. If that sounds like what they're like, someone who has no boundaries, they will break any law. There's usually drugs involved, guns involved, weapons involved, punching other people, smashing up property. Really, really bad work, like jailbird kind of vibes. The universe does not want you to get re-involved with this person, whether they are a person of a lot of extremes or just a very controlling character that doesn't let you thrive. You need to get away from it. Okay, this person is a vampire. I don't really want to get a message from them, to be honest, because I'm just getting that it's bad. I don't really want to do that. What's the messy truth about this connection? Can't move on, stuck in a loop, missing them, no closure. Oh God. What kind of stuff is, like, evolved in this connection then? I'm sure you had some readings where you were, like, moving on from people that were just not good for you. Pisces, childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the terms should be grow up or get out. That looks so much like a little girl I used to teach when I taught early years, you know. It's kind of weird to me. It's not like bad or anything, but it's like, it just looks exactly like her. Flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Temporal bonds, in the realm of flighty bonds, true connections waver but endure. Laid to rest, let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. Icy goodbyes, amidst unclear paths and frozen moments, the hardest choice is leaving for clarity. I read both because these cards came out in the challenge position. So I read both ends. You're dealing with a karmic, 100%. Look, this person can have a really bad temper. There's a whole lot of drama. This is the first time that this card's come out today, and I've done 12 signs. Police are involved in a lot of situations connected with this person. They bring, like, full-scale drama. Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. They can't be trusted, they've got no boundaries, they break the law, they're disrespectful towards you. You know, they won't let you know that, but someone else is likely to let you know that's close to them. This is what this person's been doing behind your back. If you already know what they're like, don't go back to it. Okay, because you're just going to get another dose of reality that's even worse. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. Well, they can wait for all eternity, but I would not advise you to go near this person. Oh my God. If you've been on here for the whole live stream, this card has come out for, like, every single reading. It's kind of weird. Help others in need or ask for assistance when you need it. Don't be ashamed of being in a karmic situation. Okay, be proud of yourself for seeing the persons they really are, because the people around you just, they will breathe like a huge sigh of relief. It's the worst thing ever when someone constantly defends a knobhead, you know, or toxic, you know, bitch or something. Like, it's the worst thing ever. So, I don't know where that's come from, to be honest. Don't kind of, like, feel ashamed and like you don't want to tell people, like, I think this person's no good and we've actually broken up. Like, people would just be like, oh, thank God. Like, they'll just be relieved, like, you know, and really, really nice about it. And people were not judgmental with me at all. In fact, most of them had either been involved with someone karmic themselves and told me all about it, and then I felt like I wasn't alone, or they were just really understanding and just like, yeah, I didn't see it either, and like, that's horrible, it happened to you. You know, like, sympathetic or empathetic. They weren't judgmental. So don't be ashamed. People who are chaotic grab onto non-chaotic people. They see you functioning well in society. they see you with a positive reputation and that people respond really well to you, and that's why they're parasitic with you. You know, you're actually like functioning really well, so your life will continue as normal, and it'll actually just do that way quickly, like way more quickly than what you're expecting once this person's out of your life. They're just not that easy to get rid of, unfortunately. Mine's in prison, so that helps. Not heard a peep, which is good. Well, I did cut off everyone that they know because they were trying to contact me via them, so yeah. You know who I'm talking about? Oh, that's good. Yeah, like, I'm not even going to pull messages from them because I just feel like this kind of person is very love bomby, very emotionally manipulative. My person is, who's karmic. He used to write me poetry, used to wash my hair for me, like, could be so over the top. It's like a pendulum, you know, like, very, like, much one way and then very much the opposite, and especially after drinking alcohol or taking drugs, just horrific, just the most horrible person. Absolutely fine when they don't need anything, but if they need something and they don't get a yes, just cataclysmic, you know what I mean? Like, planets colliding with each other like Goliath bad. Just so much drama, like there's no limit to what could have been done if things don't go their way, so really, really bad. Yeah, there's parasitic people for sure. I think there's more than kind of what we realise, like, you know, not because we don't see them for who they are, like, eventually, like, they'll show themselves after a few months, but I think you're right, like, I think sometimes it's family or people you've known your whole life, and it can be really hard to kind of cut them off, but, you know, a badly behaved person is a badly behaved person. I don't care whether they're related or what. No one should be crossing anyone's boundaries like that consistently. That's just ridiculous. Take yourself somewhere else and close the door behind you. It can be really, really hard to get away from them. I know that, but you can do it. I know you can do it. I've got a friend who literally moved to another country to get away from hers because she had a kid with him. That's the thing that they love to do, is try to have a kid with you or get married to, or both. You know, if anyone's trying to drag you down the aisle, it's not normal behaviour, that. If anyone's trying to get you pregnant straight away, it's not normal behaviour. They're trying to trap you. If they seem too good to be true, then they probably are, you know. And I don't mean, oh, they hold the door open for you. That's just a gentleman, right? Or it's just a lady, like someone that knows how to carry themselves. But someone that's constantly on the phone to you is like making sure that you've not got any time for anyone else. Someone that's wanting you to move to be with them and get you, like, not spending time with your friends or family, or constantly needs money, you know, or is constantly paying you back. It's not good. But it's usually like you haven't really got any idea of like how much they're lying to you, and then someone will expose them at some point because they see that you're a good person and they're like, shit, I need to tell Pisces. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that reading resonates with some people out there. If it didn't, you're welcome to book a personal reading. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, hype me up, drop me a comment, interact with the videos. Help a girl out. And I'll see you in the next one. Personal readings are £25. You can book them by direct messaging me on TikTok or Instagram. You can email me at jen3585@gmail.com. Memberships are available, so if you feel like I need a break from love readings, or I would like to focus on tarot, learning how to read tarot, I'd like to know what's happening with my finances, or I want a health reading, you know, the Native American Indian medicine wheel, you can get all that for $5.99 a month. So consider that. That's through YouTube. You just click join. But yeah, I'm going to go and have my lovely roast dinner. Very blessed. There's definite benefits to living at home still. Alright, take care everyone. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.